planting day, last of the planting day series of videos, is to mulch what we've planted. One, to keep the water in the soil, help protect the plants from splashback, but also it protects my emitters. Here in a little bit we'll go up front and look at the emitters drip system in the flower front part of the house.
Mulching the garden today. Didn't think I was allergic to straw or had allergies, but it is stinging my nose hairs. Got the strawberry bed done. I actually watched Maricopa County's podcast. It wasn't podcast, it was on Zoom, of strawberries, and they say these are horrible for strawberries. And they were way down here, down here, and so it hurt me, but I did pull out the strawberries, and there they are. I did pull off all the flowers and little berries and replanted them into this bed, and then I have a couple in this bed over here. So I went ahead and took the time to straw the beds. I'm going to do the rest of the beds too, but in this planter they said just put herbs in it. That's lavender on top, and that's mint. They were both that I grew from seed. So my friend had got 2 of those bells at Halloween, and I had just saved them, and I'm just pulling it off. Hey garden kitty, you see the bird? And I am taking the time. I did bring out my twine. I'm gonna tie these up a little closer to the trellis so I can get underneath it. But basically what I'm doing, oops, sorry, that was a little fast. Taking handfuls. Luckily this is a pretty, not long strands. And I am gonna mulch these too. But I'm just putting it around the plant, then kind of pulling the plant up. And pulling the plant up. Probably do one more handful in there. I will pull the wheelbarrow closer and sit on a bucket, but I'm gonna just put it around the plants and then kind of fluff the plant up. I am gonna take the time and put in the drip irrigation into this. I'm just gonna do 1 drip per bucket, but I need things on drip or things get forgotten. I will try to film that. It's one of those days where you start a project, but then you're like, oh, I gotta pick these peas. Oh, I need to fix the drip irrigation. Drip irrigation and the straw is a little bit of a priority. I am going away this coming weekend. And if things are in buckets and have to be watered by hand, I have to rely on teenagers and things may die. So I'm gonna get distracted here. I'm gonna pull off these peas for dinner, tie them up, mulch underneath, fix the drip in there, and you know what? I just gotta give myself grace. I'm just gonna take one thing at a time. If I don't get the whole garden today, that's okay. You know, work from one into the other, see what we get done. I don't think I'm gonna mulch these. I don't know. These will work well during the winter, but I don't think they're gonna work well in the hot summer. May take them up to the ranch.
Finishing the mulching project, have some set in there. I did end up trying to mulch these. You can see there's just a little bit. And then like this one, they don't have any at all. I can't really get in there because every time I would, it would just fall down on the ground. Garden kitty. They're so funny. If I'm not here, they just want to be my mom. Did get some in here down with these basils, but then there's none in here with the lettuces. You can tell the difference between last year's mulch and this year's mulch. There's a little bit of the new, and then you can tell these are the old. And they're actually within there pretty thick. So I didn't, yes, I like you. I didn't put any more in it, but My OCD says they all need to look the same. Need to head up front and finish the front flowers. It's the goal today to get that finished. So we'll be heading up that way and see where we're going to mulch up there. Before we head up front, I wanted to show you, I've bought in 2 different types of straw in the past, and they always do this. See if I can see it. This right here is, and see, I didn't even pull the root out. Garden Kitty using my camera. Let's see if I can dig down here a little bit more. Whatever this is, if it's, here we go. Now it's the seed. If it's alfalfa, wheat, straw is just the leftover stalk of whatever they're cutting down. So unfortunately, I'm not happy about it. Don't have any horses here at the house, but you can go through here and you can see, like, it's in the strawberry, you pull it, you have to actually kind of move the mulch, really get in there and pull that seed up. I don't know where to get seed, weed-free straw to mulch with. Now I came up, dig in here, try to pull it out, but a little frustrating. What we do to protect our garden. See these pokies right here? That's to keep you out of the garden, huh? Pokey. Pokey. So we're up in the front and, easily distracted gardener sees a rose on my rose bush. I planted this rose bush in memory of my sister with her chime right here. So pretty. But back to mulch. There is a lot of flowers in this bed, but I want to squeeze some of that straw mulch around in this back area. Not in this bed. This is the bed over here that we had problems with. Last year it was only sunflowers, and this year it's lots of things. But my shadow. The drip system right here, there is this line, and there's actually a couple of lines in here. But in the Phoenix weather of 100 and, I don't know, it's up to 120, it got dried out. So here is several, 1, 2, 3, there's lines that go down the bed. And I didn't mulch it last year, and they dried out. And when I was planting this spring, I noticed the emitters wouldn't bring water out. So I did put a new line. It's not lines, but it kind of circles around. Left the existing line in there, not knowing which emitters were working and not working. But now I'm going to mulch on top of the emitters. Back to drip irrigation. My neighbor came over. We had a lovely conversation. But the emitters right here dried out and calcified when they were not strawed or mulched. But my backyard that I did mulch didn't get any. So I've decided as long as I mulch them, they'll continue to work. And I did go ahead and put in new drip irrigation. Didn't pull out the old because I didn't know if all of them weren't working or just some of them. Distracted gardener. I think these are calendula seeds falling out of here. First I thought they were worms. They look kind of weird. Guess they're calendula seeds. Maybe I should save them. Just ramen. See what grows. But thank you for learning and growing with the woodpile, where everything is a distraction.